All right, what's
We're
going on, League
live.
Zero? This is your advanced pre-show with your host Kizgoe. We got Epicshock. What's going on?
Yo, what's up?
We got Akimbo
Hi, that's me.
and the influencer Pigeon.
Sup, guys? I'm here to make the best opinions, and I'm here to get everything right, because that's all I do.
Of course. What a man, handsome man, business guy.
Okay,
Done
let's.
globally.
Okay. We're going a little too far here.
My bad.
Yeah,
Alright,
it's
so-
all good.
Today we're gonna be starting off with who we think is here to win it all. We're gonna bring up the brackets. We're bringing Rockcross to get the brackets up here. All right, I'll go ahead and start with my bracket. Loading it up right here. So for the first game, Kingdom Come versus Hanja Bark, I have Kingdom Come winning 2-1. Just the better team, of course. Powerhouse versus Overcharged. I think it's gonna be a little closer than people think. Powerhouse 2-1 Overcharged. Plat Chat versus Tokyo Drifters. I really don't care. Plat Chat wins that because that's how that works. Vertigo versus Epizeuxis. I have them winning 2-0 because Epizeuxis is just better. Kingdom Come beats Powerhouse 2-0. Epizeuxis beats Plat Chat 2-0. And I have Kingdom Come beating Epizeuxis 2-1 in the finals. Best team. All right, Epicshock.
Have to say, I think that's a pretty spicy and good bracket. Mine's pretty similar, a little bit different. I have Kingdom Come 2-0ing Hangzhou Bark, and then Overcharged 2-1ing Powerhouse. Plat Chat wins against Tokyo Drifters by default because, yeah, even though in a previous bracket before Tokyo Drifters decided to back out, I thought Tokyo Drifters would beat Plat Chat. And Epizeuxis 2-0ing Vertigo, and then in the next round, I think Kingdom Come can 2-0 to Overcharge, but it might be a 2-1. And Plat Chat, I think, will beat Epizeuxis, and it'll be 2-1 Kingdom Come in the finals against Plat Chat.
Fair.
Okay, can I say my little draft?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I start looking at all these drafts, and I start regurgitating by how wrong everyone is. It's
Yes,
a national
sir.
travesty that how incorrect all of you guys are. Everyone's writing off Hangzhou Bark because we're all getting paid by the dime by Smilers. They don't want to tell you this. We're getting paid by the dime by Smilers to do this. I had to sit through obligation all of last night. I had to read emails. So I'm here to tell you, Kingdom Come gets 2-0'd by Hangzhou Bark. Why? Let me tell you why. Right here. You have.
Wait, did you change the script?
No, I didn't change the script. I'm going off the script. We got Acid. We got Chuggy J. You got the supreme top tier off tank known as Akimbo Overwatch. Okay? You want to talk about leaders? You got Painless in there. You got Asupek, the shit talk. You can boom their mental, get your own mental, and win it up. I think it's going to be a clean 2-0. I respect the Kingdom Come people. Don't get me wrong. But I do got to say, from looking at Hangzhou Bark and looking at the roster, pretty scary. Powerhouse, you want to know why they win? You want to know why they win? Jason Diff. That's it. That little 12-year-old can lock onto bases of turrets like no other scripter before. Plat Chat wins by default. But let me tell you something about Plat Chat. They're number one in my book, but they have a curse. So they're not going to win the semifinals. They're not going to win it. As much as they've done it before, they're not going to do it. And then I really don't know about Vertigo or Epilepsy, but Epilepsy definitely is going to take out 2-0. They have Surmi. They have a lot of these good players, and they're going to go into the finals to just get mollywopped by the Hangzhou Bark team.
I mean, you can't argue with that. I
really
believe
can't.
Akimbo has amazing confidence in the Hangzhou Bark to beat the finals, correct? What's up?
Yeah, sure. All right, let me just talk about my bracket. This was rushed. If you can't tell, I didn't even score some of the games. I was told to do this like 10 minutes before we started this. So here we are. Kingdom Come and Hangzhou Bark. I actually see us winning 2-1, not 2-0. Like I said, I didn't really focus too much on this. But I feel like there's a reason why we're getting rated so low, and it's because we're unknowns. But I definitely feel like we have the chance to pull off some upsets. I see Overcharged beating Powerhouse 2-0. I love Crybaby. Everybody knows this. I'm very biased towards him, but Overcharged is really stacked. It's going to be hard for me to see them getting taken out by Powerhouse, especially tank line wise. No offense, Plat Chat 2-0's Tokyo by default, of course. Forgot to score Vertigo and Epilepsy. I think that Epilepsy will take this 2-0. And then for semifinals, I think Overcharged will beat us 2-1 because Overcharged is good. Not too much we can do about that unless we like DPS difference them or something because we get carried by their DPS always. And then Platchat 2-0ing Epizeuxis. I think Platchat's the best team right now, especially because none of their players are suspended. So everybody that wants to play gets to play, unless they decide to practice with like their suspended lineups in mind. But then it goes to the finals. I think Platchat takes Overcharge 2-1 because they're just a better team.
Are the League Zero suspensions carrying over to the Smilers Invitational?
I don't think they are.
I don't think they are
But Platchat might aim to like practice with it more because some teams are more focused on just like basically using this as a scrim compared to like taking it seriously.
Sure. I mean, Tokyo Drifters is one of those, considering they don't even want to take it like a scrim. They just want to play goats.
You know what? Okay, Chromed in chat. Chromed in chat says Platchat versus Tokyo Drifters NASCAR goats. I think Tokyo's got this, bro. They have Platinum Bow. They have the best Lucio in the world. Totally not a Brig one trick. They have the Platinum Bow. You can't really top that.
I do gotta say, in the NASCAR goats, you cannot deny that they have Tanic B. Best Zarya of all time. He was born and crafted on Canadian Wi-Fi.
Why would he be on Zarya? Why would he be on Zarya?
He played.
He'd be on Reinhardt, bro. What do you mean?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
The Tanic on Zarya.
The Tanic Reinhardt.
That's a dumbass take. That was just stupid. Tanic is riding in on top of this polar bear, straight into the battlefield on Zarya.
Oh, right from the igloo.
Unless, of course, the polar bear, of course, takes out his internet once again.
Oh yeah,
knocks that shit down.
His Canadian internet running on a rotary phone to connect to any form of Canadian servers. I think Platchat's got this in the bag. If Tanic can do it in the League Zero season, he can in the League Zero season 1 season, he could definitely do it again. I'm telling you right here.
Too. Papega won every single Goat shit match we played.
Yes,
Uncontested Goats players.
Yes.
What can I say? Novice Platchat got rolled last season. Easy clap.
Novice Platchat, yeah.
So I have a question. So to avoid calling them Epilepsy for the rest of the pre-show, how do you pronounce the team name?
Epizeuxis or something like that. I'm just gonna say Epi. I'm just gonna say Epi.
Okay, EpiPen.
EpiPen.
Oh, I knew it. I'm just trying to like have a great stream, and here we are.
Anyways, I'm assuming everyone has the rosters pulled up from the production chat. We're gonna be saying who our favorite players are from each team, going in order from Epizeuxis all the way down to our last ones being Vertigo. I'll go ahead and start. I think for Epizeuxis, the favorite player, of course, has to be Mr. Sermi. Reborn being at a close second, of course.
Wait, where am I supposed to find these rosters?
Oh my!
Pinned in production, I think.
I don't see this.
I'm linking you, man. I got you.
All right, thank you.
All right, while we wait,
you're doing it now. Okay.
Let's get the gamer Epicshock's opinion on Epizeuxis' best player.
Epizeuxis' best player. I don't know a whole lot about a lot of these players, but I've always respected Kernmaster. I mean, I say Kernmaster because I know Blossom. I think I've seen Blossom play. I think he's pretty okay, pretty good. But yeah, Kernmaster, I just think it's fun to play with Kernmaster and Pugs. So I'll go with Kernmaster because I don't really know much about everyone else. Oh, Reborn. Wait, Reborn's here? Never mind, Reborn. We're going Reborn. I love Reborn.
Reborn is so amazing at the game. Poggers indeed.
Okay.
Who's next?
I guess I'll say it. For Team EpiPen, definitely. There's a lot of unknowns here, especially since I didn't pay much attention to most of the off stuff in League Zero. I know Sermi, no Kernmaster, no Reborn. I've seen a couple of no you gameplays here and there. I think I'm gonna go with my boy Reborn because I've seen what he can do on the hit scan. This guy is kind of a nutcase indeed, Mr. Worldwide Reborn. That's my pick.
Mr. Worldwide.
All right, I'm gonna be going with two people that I feel like are very slept on with this team. I'm saying two people because I'm just different.
Yeah.
I'm going with Kiefer and I'm going with Sam. Sam impressed me a lot in Pugs. I think he has potential to be one of the better main tanks in this division. And Kiefer just recently came off of a win in Toker, and he has a lot of momentum on his side, and he's been improving rapidly. So I feel like Kiefer can really do a lot here and compete with some of the better DPS players in this league. So yeah,
I can
I
see that.
think I was on his team. I just don't remember.
Wow.
wow.
I think he
Wow.
was the main person
Fake
I
fan,
ran for
fake
most
fan.
of the time.
You know what? I'm gonna stand Kiefer for the rest of this tournament.
I have been
Just 'cause you
standing
said that.
Kiefer since Overcharged League 0 Season 2, bro. Okay, this man's a god. All right,
He's
No,
a
that's
goat.
cringe.
he's a
All
goat.
right, let's get it going. We got Hangzhou Bark coming up next. Honestly, there's a lot of good players here. I think the DPS line is obviously the first people to look at when you go here. We got Akimbo, gods of off tank, gods of diva, best player in the world actually. Akimbo.
Of course, of course.
Who would have thought he would have gotten drafted 7th and not 1st? But
For real.
Painless is their best player, uncontested. Playing on when he locks the steering wheel, he never misses. What can I say? All right.
Yeah, I remember playing with Acid in a couple of Pugs, and I think the Acid pickup is probably their best pickup. I think Acid has the potential to hard carry the team. Like not even carry because the rest of the roster is good, but like to shine on like compared to the rest of the roster. You know what I mean? Like the
Mhm.
person that whenever like the game's going on, the Twitch chat saying, "Wow, Acid, you did it again." You know?
Yeah. They're
Amazing.
superstar. Like they're
Yeah. Yeah.
Pine. Yeah, I see that. I gotta for my pick. I got two people. I got the god of the CEO of gaming, Akimbo, Overwatch, top tier off tank. Probably the best advanced player out of any of these suckers. I gotta be
Alright,
quite
man.
frank here.
So
No,
amazing.
but if I want to be real here, I think both Akimbo and Acid. I've seen from not just from scrims, but I've seen Akimbo, and not gonna lie, I've Q sniped into Kimbo a couple times.
You
know,
have?
Yes, a couple times,
Sniped
like
me.
twice or thrice in the past 2 months, I think.
I don't remember.
Yeah, on complete accident. I don't even mean to Q snipe into you, and you're every time I underestimate you, you just shine even more. So I honestly think that you could do well, not just in low pressure situations, but high pressure situations. And you've kind of shown that not from me accidentally Q sniping you, but also from different games and stuff that I've seen over since League 0 Season 2 when I was coaching Pepega. And then obviously, like Epicshock said, you got my boy Acid. He's not my boy. I've never talked to him, but Acid, I've seen him play in no league, some scrims, and he's kind of a nutcase. He's very flexible, and his Reaper is quite the scary beast.
What a guy.
What a man.
He's
Is it me
he's just an ultimate human being, born to survive.
Is it me who's up here? I think it is,
Yes,
right?
sir.
All right.
You're up to the plate.
I'm obviously on this team, so I know a lot more about this guy than basically anybody else does. Smile is incredible. He's a great player. He's in the APAC region. He's playing on like 300 ping or something, but he's so much fun to be around. He's a great guy. He's a great player, like I said. He's probably my favorite player on this team, personally. He's a lot of fun to play with.
Fair enough. I know
You know, that
nothing
Akimbo
about that
guy's
guy.
also pretty cool, too. He climbed to like 3.9 or something, I heard.
Yeah.
I believe the last peak was 3.4.
I solo queued.
Okay. All right.
Rock craps.
Yeah, you get him, Akimbo.
Running into Kingdom Come here, we got a pretty stacked roster, I think. We got like Vitalized 2 with some adjustments made. I think the person you got to look at here is definitely Ant. He's just kind of emptying everyone that he runs into. No matter what league he goes into, he's just gonna roll. Consistent performance out of the guy. Nothing else much to say. I just think he's by far the best player here.
Oh wait, no, it's Epicshock. I'll let Epicshock go.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll go. Yeah, I agree. Ant's like really cracked and really good, but I think people are going to be surprised to find out Raging Cool might actually be the best player on the team, filling up that DPS role, and he's just been doing really well. That's all I gotta say.
Okay.
Very big.
I gotta pick my homeboy Giz. Now he's actually my homeboy, unlike Acid. But I've seen Giz throughout since like Pepega season 1, and the thing is with Giz is that he is able to flex onto practically any character in the game, and he's able to dish out very good performances with any character. I remember in season 1 he was a DPS. He played a lot of Widow. Season 2 on Pepega, he played some main tank, and then he went to Vitalize, and I think he played support, or he went to another team. And then now he's coming back on main support, apparently. And I honestly think that just the fact that you can be so flexible and you could still make consistent performances just makes you a very scary person, because you can be put into a lot of different situations with a lot of different outcomes. But as long as you have that consistency, it's scary, and it's unexpected.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of people are going to say Ant. I would say Ant personally, but I'm going to bring somebody else up here. I've had previous team experience with this guy, Pixel Master. Their flex support is insane. He's one of the best flex supports that I know. He's a very chill guy. He's very level-headed. I think that if underestimated, he could possibly take this division by storm in the flex support category.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much of him. I haven't been around for Toker, whatever he played in, but I'm confident in Akimbo's genius here. That's a good pick.
And Akimbo did climb to 3.9. So.
3.9K, by the way. 200
I'm
SR
not
in
boosted,
1 day.
I promise.
You wouldn't believe it.
You know what? I can believe Akimbo.
All right, he gets the pass from them, man. But we're gonna pass over to Overcharged. Honestly, dang, this is a really good roster. I think, I don't think there's any holes that they need to fill here unless there's like some sort of tiny implosion. But I think their captain pick, Sevdanam, was a pretty good thing. I've queued into him in comp a couple times. He's a joy to play with, I'd say. Huh? Oh yeah, he was on the last pre-show or whatever. He kind of sucked at that, but I'm sure he'll do good here on Overcharged. Yeah, probably the best flex support in the league in my opinion.
Yeah, I really don't know a whole lot about the Overcharged roster. I've seen a bunch of the names, but I can't really put a skill level to the name. I know Sev is pretty hyped, and I do think he's probably one of the better flex supports. Blaze, I remember him being pretty good too, I think. So I can't really say any one of them is better than the other because I don't know much, but I'll just go with Sev for my pick.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I gotta say this because of last season. If I'm correct, if this is the same main tank, is Rami the one from last season's Overcharged?
Yeah, Romy
Wasn't
was.
he 4K peak or something?
This
like
guy,
that?
yeah. Watching back Overcharged VODs in season 2 Pepega, this guy was an absolute nutcase on the Reinhardt, and I think he can still be an absolute nutcase on the Winston, on the ball, whatever you throw onto him. Because watching him back last season, he was just this big threat. You know, a lot of people focused on other people onto the team as the carries, but then every time you would see Rami do something, you're like, man, this kid's an actual crack addict. I almost punched my wall. Not gonna lie, I almost punched my wall and pulled something called the chicken by watching Rami play. I almost broke my hand flat out watching Rami play because of how aggravating he got away with a lot of the shit he did. Oops, that was a curse word. You know what?
Yeah, boy.
Fuck that, dude!
You need
Rami's
some
a
Allah in your
nutcase.
You need some Allah in your
Yeah,
life.
I'm gonna have to go with Romy as well. He's an absolute monster on the main tank. I think he has potential to be one of the best in the league. There's a lot of competition though for main tank. I'm very excited to see if he can compete with most of the other main tanks, because I think main tank is one of the most stacked roles in this division. So I'm excited to see him play.
Yep. I tend to agree. Rami, very good player, but we'll move on to Plat Chat with a starring main tank in North. Very good player. I wouldn't say he's my favorite just because Tanic B's on the team. Canadians, gift to esports, of course. Yeah, I'll have to go with Tanic. Completely outclassed Crybaby on the Kree. Gave him a spanking. Easy clap. Never seen a better player. Tanic B is my favorite.
I love Tanic also. Tanic is a very good player and a very good leader in game. He always talks. He always knows what to do. Or it seems like it anyway. But North is also if it's the North that I'm thinking of, I think he has potential to also be like one of the top main tanks, if not the top. But my pick's gonna go to Central. I've seen Central play a lot. I think Central, I think he's only gonna get better the more he plays, and he is just really good at hit scan.
Yeah.
100%.
I look at the Plat Chat roster, and it's not that the roster's bad, but then when you look at the roster, you like clearly can see that there's this one person that that honestly is miles above the rest. And I don't want, and that's not trying to offend. I just think this player is that good. I think North is definitely the best player in their entire team. He just does so much on main tank. He does so much spacing. He can manage his space really well. And from what I've seen from previous tournaments and from previous leagues he's done, he has always been at the top, and he always can deal with being at the top, and he can always perform at that top level. And I just think above everyone else, I love my boy Tanic. I love my boy Victor. I love my boy Chrome Zephyr, Central. You know, all these players are really good, but then North is just there. And I don't even think it's a clear debate on who's the best on their team.
I personally see, this is me being sort of biased. He was on Chimp Club and Horizon League. Pew Pew. I think that he's going to be once again another slept-on flex support player. Flex support's pretty stacked too. Now that I'm looking at it, Pew Pew was a very level-headed player. He was very vocal, and I think his Ana specifically can really shine. And I mean, flex support in general is just a role that you don't see too much of, like flashy-wise. But I really do feel like Pew Pew has the potential to do a lot good for Plat Chat.
Of course. PP famous for dying to multiple Pichu bombs in one map.
Okay.
Very famous player. But we're gonna go ahead and move on. We're gonna go towards Powerhouse, an interesting team. Yeah, we'll wrap it up fast. We'll get some faster opinions. Powerhouse, I'm gonna go with Dad as long as he's playing DPS. I don't want to see him on main tank, if I'm being honest.
He's playing main.
I think he will carry so much harder if he just locks like something he's good at. I'm sure he's good at main tank, but I think he would be one of the better flex DPS in the league if he just locked it.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I go with Dad. Personally, I don't even think I need to see him on DPS. I think that he's proven that he can flex to a bunch of different heroes in the DPS pool. I've seen him play support, and I've seen him play tank. Honestly, I think the more he plays a role, the better he gets at it, and I think throughout the season he will be one of the better main tanks.
For me, I gotta say probably between Jason, Crybaby, or Nyx. I haven't seen Laura play, but I know all those three are absolutely ridiculous on DPS, and I think there will be the shining power of Powerhouse.
I'm going to say the DPS line as well. More specifically, you guys think I'm going to say Crybaby, but Jason. Jason has so much potential, and he has a lot of flexibility that I feel like people really don't see in him. And I feel like especially in a Sombra Reaper meta, him and Crybaby could be a really deadly DPS duo if not taken care of.
Fair enough. Great to see some hackers come into the league. We're going to go towards Tokyo Drifters. I'm gonna go with kind of a sleeper pick here. I think Asujin is honestly gonna come in swinging. Like he's a previous teammate of mine. We played together for like 3 to 4 months or so, and he was hard carrying. Like on the Pharah especially, man. His Pharah is just nuts. During double shield, he just squeezed the value out of everything. Asujin's my favorite.
Yeah, I have to agree with Kizgoe here. Asujin, I've seen him play. He is very good. I think that he's going to be the star of this team.
Akimbo or Pigeon?
Pigeon.
What's up? What's up? Sorry,
Do
sorry,
your
sorry.
do. Hurry up. We don't have much time.
For Tokyo Drifters, I'm gonna pick Ranter. Ranter's really good. I love his Ana.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna be going with the man, the myth, the legend, Shimothy on Twitter. That's
Oh my.
correct. The Sombra Warlord, the Goose himself. He's gonna take this fucking league by storm. I'm sorry for the language. He's gonna take this league by storm, and it is going to be beautiful. Let me tell you.
I feel it.
Put his ass on Echo. All right, we're wrapping it up. Rockcraft's heard.
All right,
Vertigo.
Vertigo is, yeah.
All
Go
right,
ahead.
Vertigo. I know pretty much nothing about this team. Tooney, really good main support. I'm gonna go with him. I think he'll show up. This is his time to shine.
I think Vertigo. I'm gonna go with Laser. I've seen Laser play, and I think that if there's a star on this team, then it's either gonna be Laser, maybe OO. I think OO is a little bit underrated a lot of the time. I think OO actually has potential to be really good at main tank, but we'll go with Laser for now.
Okay, for me, I gotta go with my man Ryu. I've seen what he can do. Very consistent
Thank
off tank.
Ryu. I don't know why y'all aren't talking about him. He could be one of the best off tanks in this league. He has full potential to do so. I feel like he is one of the shining stars by far of Vertigo, including like Laser.
I agree. Yeah, I kind of passed over his name. My bad.
All right, we're wrapping it up. We had a great Smilers pre-show. We can't wait to see you guys in the games. We're gonna see Pigeon casting the NASCAR goats here soon.
Oh yes,
Oh.
sir.
It's gonna be a great time. You guys should stick around definitely for the whole thing. We'll see you later though. I hope you have a good pre-show.